Welcome to Battle of the Brains, Boys versus Girls, with your hosts, Becca and Ryan, and sometimes Dave. How's it going, everybody? I'm Ryan from Bricks and Minifigs over in Crest Hill. I join you today to essentially just kind of go over our motion builds. We want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on. And of course, answer any questions you guys might have for it as well. So of course, we do have our motion build going on, which started on Monday the 4th. It is due in tomorrow at 1:30. So make sure you guys get those set up. So mainly today's stream is going to be about answering any questions you guys might have about your builds, or if you want to show them off and have get some on-screen help at all, we can do that as well. The other side note is we do also have our Meet the Bam Fam stream coming up next week, Monday through Friday. So if you do have any questions at all you would like to ask myself or any of the staff members here, which would be Andrew, Riley, Becca, David, or myself, please share those in the comments so we can get those added onto our list. And of course, you may put a question in for all of us, or if you have a specific question for a certain individual, you may let me know as well. I'm going to also go ahead and post this stream link in here. So if anybody wants to join us, or join me rather, and ask the question live, you may do so as well. But again, if you have any questions revolving your motion build, and again, it does not have to be a mechanical build. It just has to be a build that would show motion. For instance, I know one of the guys who's submitting right now, Pete, is doing an elevator. And he called and stopped by yesterday and we helped him out, get it set up with what he was trying to look to do. Of course, we had him build it. We just gave him options, so it's still his build. It's not like we did it for him. But if you guys need anything for yours, let us know. We also do have our Mox in Motion episode 4.1 is what we're going to call it. Going to be airing tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Joe is going to be back to kind of go over some more stuff with that. And different kinds of more intricate builds with motion and everything. We were going to do it yesterday, but unfortunately Joe had to do some work, some actual work. So we were here to answer your questions, but nobody really had any. So the only thing that we can assume is that your guys' motion builds are coming along splendidly, or nobody has any questions. So if you do need some help, please let me know now. I can try to help you guys out. We also have the posted link here in case you want to join us live. And then if you have questions, please let me know. And then, of course, if you have any questions for our team, for our Meet the Bam Fam next week, you may post those in the comments as well, so we can go ahead and get those added to our list. We are going to, I believe we're still going to be doing Riley on Monday, Andrew on Tuesday, Becca on Wednesday, Dave on Thursday, and then Becca's going to interview me on Friday. Essentially what we're going to be doing is asking everyone a list of questions, which we have started to write down, and are taking more. And then I'm going to come up with some specific questions for each one of our team members, whether they're a part-timer, full-timer, or, I think Becca's coming up with some interesting ones for me as well. So if you have questions about your builds, need some help at all, please let me know. If you have any ideas for some questions for the team next week, please throw those in the comments as well so we can get those set up. I do also want to say, hopefully everybody had a great Cinco de Mayo yesterday and some awesome tacos, hopefully. It was kind of funny because it was Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday. So we've got that going as well. And then, of course, just as a replay, I don't think I had it set up here. Right now, the boys are winning 12-8. So the girls will get 3 points if they win the motion build. So motion build is worth 3 points. So do not forget that. And then, of course, like we said, our new stream is coming up on May 11th through the 15th, which is Meet the Bam Fam, where we're going to be doing interviews with everyone here as a team. You can let us know. We're going to be answering a bunch of questions from each other, and then hopefully some from you as well. It's going to be a really fun stream, unlike some of the other ones where it's just either just a contest or just talking about stuff. It's going to be kind of a more in-depth look at all of our individual team members, what they do outside of work, what they like, their personal Lego choices. Maybe they have a favorite brick. I don't know. We might even bring up Lego Masters as well, and ask about who their favorite Lego Masters teams were, or maybe they just have a certain builder. Maybe they like one specific builder out of the whole show. Who knows? So that we can ask. So if you guys have any questions for our team, please comment, throw those in the comment, or come join me live on the stream. We can talk and chit chat for a little while. I'm going to throw the link up there again. And I'm going to put this here. That's that, and boom. So if you want to join me, you can. We'll talk. We'll hang out. If there's certain things you want to comment on, feel free. There is a link in the description. And we also have that one right there. So we're using StreamYard to film this right now. It's a nice, easy way to get more people involved if we want to bring some other people in. And of course, we are still taking questions about your motion builds, if you have any, and taking any possible questions you might have for our team here. I'm sure you guys have to have some kind of questions, but right now we're not seeing any. But to answer everybody's other questions, we are hopefully going to open soon as the governor lets us open. We're going to be trying to get things going here. We did get some people put back on staff. I don't know why someone's calling me right now. Dave's calling me right now. I don't know why he's calling me. He's going to have to wait. So he already knows I'm streaming, so I don't know why he's calling. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. See what's up. Anybody have any questions for us? Well, in the meantime, we were very excited that there's going to be a lot of product coming out the rest of this year. We've got Super Mario Brothers coming out in, I believe, August. We've got some other new sets coming out in September. We've got more stuff coming out even as early as July 1st and June 1st even. So, I mean, we're only not even 30 days away from more and more product. So it's going to be really cool to see a lot of these new elements coming out and a lot of these new products being developed, because these sets are really awesome. And as a side note, we do also want to let you guys know that we do have a lot more certified sets we're going to be posting on here and kind of showing it off a little bit. And I am working on getting all of the rest of the base plates finalized. We finally figured out what was going on. So those will be posted on our website as well, on our e-store, which you can find right there at cresthill.myncrsilver.com. We've got a lot of items still available, a lot of new stuff still. Starting to be today, anytime now, we're going to get a shipment of our new S-Bricks, which are Bluetooth-enabled receivers. They just hook up right to your phone and control cars, just like this one right here. This is just standard Lego set Technic. I think it's 42095, if I remember right. And if you're familiar with the common infrared receiver, which is this guy right here, the S-Brick takes place of this and turns it into that. So what's nice about it is the IR receiver only has two outputs, the blue and the red. It is stackable, of course, because it's power functions. But if you look here on the S-Brick, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different outputs that you can put onto it. It is roughly the same size. It's actually a little bit smaller in comparison. Has more connection points because it does have 2 on each side. Where the standard IR receiver only has it on the end. And the nice thing is, too, is it does come with a nice little S-Brick app, which allows you to control it. I may as well show it off right now. I got nobody else is answering questions right now. So let me see here. I'm going to pull this up. It's got a nice little S-Brick app. And we're just going to open up. We're going to turn the car on. I'm going to tilt this down so you guys can see. So we're going to open up the app. So there it is, 42095 and 42065. So we're going to open up 65. It's already connected. There it is. And you can actually customize your controller here too. And then as we slide up on the right side here, if I can get my finger on it, see? So it works just like a regular controller, but the nice thing is, here, let me move this paper out of the way. You can have some fun with it. So you can definitely have some fun with this thing. I don't know why, for some reason, my lipstick. There it goes. Woo, there it goes. He's gone. So the S-Brick is really cool. It takes over the IR receiver in any power function set. And if you turn that off, it'll actually give you a warning saying that it's still trying to connect because it is Bluetooth paired. And with the Bluetooth as well, the nice part about it is we've tested it here in the store, and it does have a range of over 60 feet compared to the IR 6.5, 7 feet. So you're getting 10 times the distance out of an S-Brick than you would out of a power function. So it's a huge difference. What is the prize for the boys versus the girls battle? We are doing a 20% off weekend for the winning gender. So any of the, in this case right now, I think the boys are winning. So if the boys win the whole thing, then the boys get a 20% off weekend on almost everything in the store except our green wall here, which is our brand new product. That is the only thing that I cannot discount because of an agreement with Lego. So it has to be fair. Christopher is asking, can I show the Mindstorms robot? Chris, I guess that's okay. As long as mom agrees, if you're watching. So yes, but the winning gender is going to get a 20% off weekend after we open. We'll announce it and everything else on here and on our Facebook page and website as well. So all of the boys or all of the girls that purchase something that day will be able to get that discount on everything in the store. So it's used sets, certified used sets, mini figures, storage options, clocks, books, et cetera, et cetera. We might even do it 20% off on birthday parties as well. So I think that's fair. Yeah, so that's what the prize is, 20% off on everything in the store except for the brand new stuff. But like I said, these new S-Bricks are going to be available here, should be coming in today. Like I said, they just take place the IR receivers for your Technic builds or your motion builds if you want to do those as well. Hello. Come on. Refocus. My camera does not want to refocus right now. There it goes. So there's those are going to be here. They do come with we do have some power functions motors, I believe, coming in as well with the extension cords, the extension leads, so you can hook them all together. Ellie is asking, is the motion the last build? Yes. The motion is the last build. It started on Monday and is due tomorrow at 1:30. It is worth 3 points. So you definitely want to get those in as soon as possible. And if you guys have any questions, now is the time to ask. It is the last stream we're doing before tomorrow happens. So we want to make sure everybody's good. And just to show you what some motion stuff goes, of course, it's more of it's more Technic than anything. My son is joining us from home. Looks like he's over there. Here he goes. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Nope, you're really loud, bud. Let me turn you down. Here you go. All right, so what are you going to show us here?
I would like to show you the Lego Mindstorms Rubik's Cube solver that me and my dad made.
Okay.
So you enter the cube, Then it scans all of the 6 sides.
So what is this build called, Chris?
This is called the Mind Cuber. But the set is the Mindstorms EV3 robot. And then now it's solving it.
Looks like it's almost there. There you go. One completed Rubik's Cube. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Christopher.
Yep.
All right. I'll catch you later, buddy, okay?
Okay, bye.
Thanks a lot. All right. So that was my son, Christopher, hanging out at home with his Mind Cuber for that design there. Ellie is asking, then the boys already won? Technically, yes, the boys have already won. The boys have 12 points to the girls' 8. And then the girls, if they win this one, will get 3 points. So it'll be a 12-11 victory for the boys. If the boys win, then it'll be a 15-8 victory for the boys. So yes, the boys have technically already won, mainly due to either both lack of submissions by the girls, lack of submissions total, and there was one build which I believe was our was it the Harry Potter build? But one of the builds in the last few days, we only had 3 entries, and they were all from the boys. So the girls' default essentially got disqualified and lost that one because they didn't have any submissions. So the boys automatically won that one. So yes, the boys have won already. But we still want to see the builds. That's the whole thing. Is we've been announcing this for over a week. And, we've been trying to get you guys to a point where you felt comfortable doing a build with motion in it, and that everybody had an idea and could ask us questions in plenty of time. And we also even had 2 other streams yesterday to take questions, but nobody had any about their builds. So either everybody's given up and they don't care, or most of everybody seems to have their builds, I guess, down so that they don't have any questions. Older Speed Champion sets. Ellie's asking if we have any old Speed Champion sets for sale. We do have all of the current Speed Champion sets. I believe we have all of the 2019 Speed Champion sets, and I want to say there's 2 of the 2018 sets left. So yes, we do have some of the retired sets from the last few years. So yes, but if you have any questions besides that, let us know. Like I said, we do have our Meet the Bam Fam coming up next week, which is the 11th through the 15th. So if you do have any questions you want to ask us as a team, now is the time to get those questions in. Or I'm going to take these out real quick since I don't need these anymore. Or if you have specific questions to myself or any of our team members here, whether it's Andrew, Riley, Becca, David, or myself, you guys can ask those now so I can get them onto the sheets for next week, because we want to make it very interesting. We want you guys to be able to get to know us better as people and individuals, not just at work. Ellie, yes. All of the new unbox sets are currently available on our website. They are all under Speed Champions. For those though, I think they still are. Let me double check real quick. They might be under retired sets as well. Nope, they are all still currently under Speed Champions because Lego has not officially retired them yet. So they are still technically available, just not as widely known. So yes. If anybody else has any questions, now is the time to ask. Whether you want to ask us a question for the Meet the Bam Fam, if you want to have any certain questions for me, comments about the streams at all, let us know. If there is an idea that you might want to see us do, you may let us know that as well, because we still want to do some shows, some events and streams and stuff for you guys. But this is going to be the last contest that we're going to be doing. We did our Alpha Brick Builds contest. Dave and I did. That was a 26-day contest that we did every single letter of the alphabet. And then Becca came up with this Battle of the Brains because she wanted to try to pit the boys against the girls. And we did, but we only had about half the participation that we did on our first one, whether it was due to schoolwork, because a lot of schools finally announced that they were going to be doing online schooling, whether it was due to lack of interest, we don't know. But because we've had especially like our last week, we've only gotten about 8 builds max from both genders combined, we don't feel that it's necessary to do another contest. So we would love to. I'd love to, give away some more stuff, maybe even a birthday party, but we didn't get enough participation, as we call it, as opposed to some of our other stores who have done similar streams because of us and off of our guidelines, and they've gotten up to 40 or 50 in a day. So it's a huge difference between what our current, viewership is, or live viewership is, especially. Which is kind of funny because we usually only have about 10 or 20 people that will watch us live, but then we go back into Facebook and it's like, 700 people viewed it. So we know people are watching, but we don't know why people aren't participating. So if you guys have any insight as to that, it would be greatly appreciated as well. Maybe the streams are too early. Maybe they're too late. Maybe it's because this one's on all ages, one versus the adults and the kids. I don't know. So if you guys have any insights about what you want to do, let me know. Can Dave show one of his mocks? What mocks are you interested in? He's been doing a lot of mechs lately because we're going to have our big mech build in our store. And he already did those under our mech moments segment of our Alpha Brick Builds stream. So if you want to check out a lot of his mocks, check out our Alpha Brick Builds on YouTube, our playlist on there. You can go through and check out all of his mechs. I think he did about 16 or 17 of his mechs on there. But we also showed off his helicarrier, his hammer carrier, that is going to be on our Unilog, is doing a virtual show coming up soon, and it's going to be on that as well. So Ken here says, appreciate the effort, maybe offer bigger prizes or raffles. Well, see, that's the thing is we don't really want to offer something bigger because we're not getting enough participation. And our biggest thing is, before it was an individual winner, and I think more people were inclined. I don't necessarily want to say greedy about it, but I think more people were interested in getting a prize for themselves as opposed to helping out their entire gender like this one is doing, because it's all the males that are getting a prize this time instead of the girls. Different times we've thought about. Our only thing is we basically have to determine, is it going to be an adult contest or a kids contest? If it's going to be something for the kids, it's got to be relatively around the same time because they're going to have schoolwork and everything they still have to do. Maybe even earlier, depending. If it's adults, which we are going to have some adult directed streams, I think, coming up. Those are going to be more like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So, and that might not be on this channel. That might be on another channel that Dave and I are starting on YouTube. But that will be a YouTube only stream, as some of these other ones might be as well coming up. With a minimum number of builds or views. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know about the minimum number of views or anything else like that. I don't think we want to really reduce that down that as much with that. But different times we're working on it. We're going to definitely have some different times. If you guys have kids at home, let us know. Let me know what times work better for you. And maybe we can get that readjusted so that they can kind of participate in this live as well. I think some of it is as well that it's on Facebook and YouTube, and most of everybody that's on YouTube is going to be like our 30-something-year-old dads typically, which is what we've been seeing in our demographics on our channel right now. And then most of the kids don't have Facebook, so they can't see really on Facebook unless their parents log in. So it's a fine line between basically putting everything on YouTube and whether we make it quote unquote safe for kids or not. If we do it safe for kids, it's going to be strictly a video. We can't take any comments on there at all. It won't let us. If we make it open to all ages, then the kids might not be able to join if they're on like YouTube Kids, like the app, or if they have parental guidance set on their accounts. So it's kind of a win-win, lose-lose thing where either the kids for sure are going to be able to see it, or the adults are going to see it, but it's kind of hard to get both of everybody to watch at the same time. So, but I'll have to play around with that with my kids' accounts because my kids are on. I both have YouTube Kids and regular YouTube, just in case. Except for my little guy, he's the only one. So, but if you get, do any of you guys have any questions for our staff members over here that you guys want to answer next week? I guess that's the main question right now. And then, do you have any questions about your builds if you guys are doing your motion builds? And if you want to join live and have a discussion, you can also click here, StreamYard.com, and then that's the room code, which is the YVMCV2JRY6. I know it's a crazy code, but it's randomized when we join. So, but if you do want to join, it is there. It is also in the comments, or I'll post it in the comments again. Let's see here. Boom. And we've got the family going around going, Lego store. Yeah, unfortunately, we're closed still because the government doesn't like us. The government hates small business owners, apparently. So if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. I'm sure some of you guys have got to have some questions for us here. You guys know, if you guys have been in the store, you know almost all of us, especially Dave and I. Dave and I are here 40 to 50 hours a week each. Becca's been here a lot. You guys have probably had birthday parties with Becca or Andrew or David, rather. So maybe you guys, what are some of the things you guys want to know about us besides just, hey, you work at the Lego store. How's it working at the Lego store? There's other things I'm sure you guys will want to know about us. I can tell you one thing. One of the things I most like, in I guess in the world, is Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I've had a lot of Star Wars stuff here the other day. I got to go to Star Wars Celebration when it was in Chicago this last April. God, I mean, like not April like now, but a year ago. I had a blast with my friends Daniel and John. We even got to meet Hayden Christensen and Ian McDermott, which was cool. Got to talk to Freddie Prinze Jr. for a while. If you guys were 80s or 90s kids and watched all those romantic comedies, he was actually the voice of Kanan and Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels, so that was awesome. Unfortunately, Sarah Michelle Gellar, who is I think still his wife, was not with him, so I didn't get to meet her too, because it would have been awesome to meet Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But I love Star Wars. Star Wars is one of those things I love to do, love to talk about, love to watch. I think I've got 4 or 5 different collections of the Star Wars movies at home. So I've got them on VHS tape in the original format. I've got the THX3 format. I've got special edition version, and I've got the DVDs, the Blu-rays, and then the Blu-ray new Saga edition as well. So I've got lots of different versions of Star Wars at home. Thanks to my dad for giving me some of his older ones as well, because he wanted to update and I wanted to keep the originals. So I got the originals. So no one's got any questions at all. Come on, guys. There's 7 of you guys watching right now. Nobody's got any questions? Someone just pulled up, so I'm just trying to see what's going on out there. No questions at all. Well, in the meantime, if you guys are looking for some more Lego, check out our web store over at bamcresthill.myncrsilver.com. We do have all of our new inbox sets on there. You can also give us a call here on the phone. The phone number here is 815-582-4220. We're usually here between 12 and 5 for purchases or online purchases, stuff like that. And then, of course, we are still offering free delivery within 3 miles of the store. So if you do live nearby, you can get a free delivery from us. It's either going to be in the morning, usually before 12, if we get here early enough, or it'll be after the streams and stuff are over at 5 o'clock. It's kind of when we shut everything down and go home. We use that time for deliveries. So there's a few different things you guys can do with that. And then, of course, if you guys are looking for anything else specific, feel free to call us here at the store. We do have a wide assortment of different things that are not on the stream or not on the web store, rather. We have a lot of the certified sets, which have already been posted up on there. I've got another phone call. Unfortunately, I can't answer it right now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to have to take a break. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, sorry about that. We have a gentleman who's coming in to pick up some stuff that he ordered online. So, see, we're just talking about online orders, and he's coming in to get it. So, so in that case, he's going to be here in a few minutes. So, you guys have about 2 more minutes to ask any questions that I can help you out with, either with your motion builds or if you have any questions about us to add onto the list. We'll make sure we get those added on. And if it is for a specific person, that's okay too. Just let me know. Say, hey, I'd like to ask Riley, what his favorite. I don't know what his favorite anime is, because Riley's really big into anime, which I'm sure he'll talk about when he's on. Make sure you let us know. And of course, make sure you get those motion builds in by tomorrow at 1:30 so we can go over them. And they do need to be photos and videos. Make sure you guys send a video of your display working so we can see what the actual motion and mechanics of it are. If you can as well, if you did something crazy with the gearing or anything else like that too, take some photos and send them to us of your overall build and then the actual mechanism itself that produces the motion. We want to make sure that we guys get that captured as well. At least one. Okay, so the bulkers are working on one, so that sounds good. That's the thing is we want to make sure that you guys are at least, the whole point of this whole thing was to make everybody get, kind of bust out of their creative bubbles and do something that's a little different. And if you guys are still having questions or about what kind of parts will work together or anything else like that, make sure you guys check out our Mox in Motion segments that we've done in the past here. It's also on our YouTube channel on our playlist. We have a playlist for everything on our YouTube channel. We have our Alpha Break Builds playlist. We've got our Mox in Motion playlist. We've got our Battle of the Brains playlist. We've got our soon to be our Meet the Bam Fam playlist. And then there's one more on there. I can't remember which one it was. But we had quite a few going. So good job, Melissa. Make sure you guys I can't wait to see what you guys come up with between the 5 of you. Or the girls, I should say, because I guess the girls and the boys. So she's got 3 boys and 2 girls in her house. So between the whole family. So it'll be a fun family of 5 moment. So, but I guess nobody really has any questions at all. So there's not much for me here. I hope to see you guys as builds tomorrow at 1:30 to kind of go over. We are going to display. I'm going to try to get all the videos posted on here that get sent in so everybody can kind of take a look at what they did. And as long as we get more than one, especially if we get at least some from both genders, we will put those up for a final vote tomorrow afternoon after the stream is over, and then we will have our final tally on Friday. And then, of course, we here are taking a break on Saturday and Sunday from all things streaming, so you will not see us Saturday or Sunday. And we will coming back on Monday the 11th with our new stream, Meet the Bam Fam. I believe that's going to be at 2 o'clock. But I'll double check and I'll get the answer for you by tomorrow. But I think it's going to be at 2 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday. The only thing is we might have a little scheduling mishap with Becca, so we might have to rearrange her day with perhaps David or something like that. But right now, the tentative schedule is going to be Riley on Monday, Andrew on Tuesday, Becca on Wednesday, Dave on Thursday, and then myself being interviewed by Becca on Friday. So it'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys have more questions because nobody's been asking any. So I do appreciate you guys still watching. I mean, the contest is kind of over, but we want to have a big turnout tomorrow so that we can check out what all the mechanical builds are that everybody did, because, of course, everybody's been putting some work into them. So we want to give everybody a fair chance and have some fun with it. Unfortunately, as we said earlier, the boys did already win. They secured it with the win on Monday with the Halloween build. Which is surprising because they did the quarantine Halloween where it was just a bunch of colorful houses with nobody outside. So it was kind of a funny build. It could have just been a town build for all you know, but the way that they had put it there as a quarantine build was pretty funny. So I guess that's it. If you guys need anything, feel free to give me a call here at the store. Again, phone number here is 815-582-4220. We're usually here until 5 o'clock daily. And if you happen to call afterwards, or if you have a question or looking for a special order at all, you can also leave a message on our voicemail. We do check that first thing in the morning when we get here, and can take care of that before we go live on our streams and stuff. So be sure to check out our web store. Make sure you guys like and share all these streams and subscribe if you are on YouTube. It always helps us out. I think we're up to about 65 subscribers now on YouTube. We are still trying to get to that 1,000 mark. So that we can show you guys, go live with you guys at Brick World, which is now doing 4 virtual cons this year in between now and December. So there's going to be some cool things coming up, and we're going to try to restream some things here, and we're going to pump it up with 2 and maybe get some more out of Mark Larson from Brick World to talk about that and see what's going on. And then, of course, we are still in contact with many of the LEGO Masters contestants. And we'll probably do some other special AFall nights with them as well. And you guys can kind of ask questions for them too. So, but if that's it, I guess we will see you guys tomorrow at 3:30. Make sure you guys get your builds in at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. I'll even give you guys till 2 o'clock if you guys are having problems with your video or anything else like that. So we'll say 2 o'clock tomorrow. And then I guess that's it. And then this contest is over. So, tomorrow's submissions will be turned in. We'll view them here on the stream, and then we will go to our votes Thursday night, tomorrow night, and do have a final winner and final tally on Friday, which will conclude our Battle of the Brains contest. Thank you, Becca, for coming up with the idea. It was fun. It was a good idea. I was just hoping that we'd have at least 20 or 30 submissions a day, but it is what it is, I guess. So you live and you learn. We're here for ourselves and to help to give you guys some entertainment. But if there are things that we can help you guys out with, whether it's a view time or this or that, we would prefer more people watch us live. But I guess that might be a thing that we have to aim for prime time for. So maybe our next one will be a 7 o'clock stream kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. All right. Well, thank you to Dave and to Becca, of course, for helping out with the stream. Thank you to Joe for helping us out with the Mox Motion build, Mox Motion class, which we're doing episode 4.1, as we're calling it. Hopefully still tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I will double check with him. And then, of course, we will be live right after that with our Battle of the Brains second to final episode to review over all of our motion builds. So I look forward to seeing them all. I hope they work well, and I hope you guys take some good videos. Of course, be sure when you're taking those pictures and videos, make sure that everything is in focus and we can see. Some of our previous entries were really hard to view sometimes because they were all kind of fogging it over or not in clear view. So that's really it. We will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully everything is going well with you guys, staying healthy and staying safe. And hopefully this COVID-19 business will be over soon and you guys can stop in the store, check out everything else we have that we haven't been able to post yet. But we are always working on getting more and more things added for you to enjoy at home. So from me to you, we will see you guys tomorrow at 3:30 and 2 o'clock if you join us for our Mox Motion class. Okay? We'll talk to you then. See you later. Thanks a lot. Peace out.